Hey, good morning, everyone. Dr. Papa here, and we are going to do a couple of different scenarios for making strawberry pies. So the first one, I'm not going to show you how I built it because it's pretty basic. If you want to see something, you can look at my video for the Mula Mega Farm. So basically, this here is a long run from the start point of your island all the way to the end, as far as you can go, is 180 squares times 3, and that gives me a nice amount of runway. So 180 times 3 gives us 540 crops that are going to be done at any given time. So what I've done here is each time I run along with my Mula scythe, I want to be able to collect enough to make strawberry pies. In order to do strawberry pies, we need we need 3 wheat for each dough, and then each dough needs 5 strawberries to get the strawberry pie. So in effect, we need 8 crops, 3 of them wheat and 5 of them strawberries, to make what we want to do for the strawberry pies. So what I've done here is I've taken the 540 and I divide that by 8 crops, because we're going to have a mix of 8 crops across that. And now we need 5 out of those 8 crops to be strawberries. So I planted enough strawberries to be right about this, 337 out of 540. So then when I run along here and do my Mula scythe, I am collecting the same amount of strawberries and the same amount of wheat that I need to be able to do strawberry pies. Now I had already collected more wheat over the course of time, so I've got to get caught up. In fact, I'm going to stop here because I need this number to be up to about 5,000 strawberries to accommodate the number of dough that I already have. You can see here that I've got a little over 1,000 dough. I need a little over 5,000 strawberries to do that. But I want to have a simpler method that doesn't manually have to have me run this periodically. Now I can do that AFK with a macro that runs, drops me off the end, and I just each time I come back I run through again. But I can also do that with underlings. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to build a couple of the triple high farms, and I'm going to do that to some music for you. But we're going to build those farms, for one for strawberry, one for wheat, and see how close we can get to that 5-to-3 ratio that I need for constantly doing strawberry mines. So a little bit of music while I build this out, and then I'm going to go offline, but I will come back and show you the results of my testing. See you on the other side. So we are now on the other side of the building mode. I've done some testing throughout the course of the day. And so we are going to show off the initial one that I had talked about, where I just run all the way to the end. And we will see what the ratio is of strawberries to the dough so that we can make strawberry pies out of this complete run. So it's very simple. I just did the ratio. You can look at the beginning of the video for how I did the math on that, but it's basically out of every 8 crops, you need 5 of them to be strawberries and 3 of them to be wheat. You will still have slightly more wheat than you do strawberries, but the ratio isn't exact to be able to get there. So let's come up here to the crafting station. Let's make some dough. So I've got 200 wheat out of that run, which will give us 66 pie shells, so to speak. We'll put all of our strawberries in them, and you can see that I'm short by a little bit of wheat on this particular run. In other testing, you'll see that over time you'll end up with slightly more wheat than you do with your strawberries. So then I also had to make a modification in my farms. Let's put this away so that we can show you the exact ratio of the underling aspect. The wheat was just way too fast. So you'll see here that it's a much slimmed down rather than the 3-stack wheat. And even then, I don't have a full 5x5. And I still had to do 2 strawberry triple stacks to equal out to roughly the same amount of wheat that I was doing in my trimmed down wheat. Now you could either continue to expand your strawberries to match up to the full triple stack wheat if you want to, but this ratio worked for me with the unused underling slots that I had available. So 2 triple stacks and 1 small stack farm of wheat does a pretty good ratio for doing your wheat to strawberry. You see I had 2 extra strawberries and just a single extra wheat after making all of those strawberry pies. So that's 2 methods. Have a wonderful day and see you in high realms.